Alright, my name is Kyle Connor,
My name's Isaiah Trinaki.
and we're going to talk about the social media diet. How did you feel when you did the social media diet? Working without using social media or your phone during the camping trip?
That social media diet, I felt disconnected from the world in a good way. I was surrounded by a lot of my close friends, and I got to know them on like a more personal level. And no one was on their phones. Everyone was just disconnected. And I feel that we bonded in a way that we wouldn't have been able to if we were on social media and did have our phones.
When did you first get on social media?
Probably in early middle school, late elementary school, young age.
And how would you say that doing the social media diet affected your mental health? Did you have the fear of missing out on anything? Did it increase your happiness, decrease?
I didn't have a fear of missing out or anything because I was surrounded by all my friends, and none of us had a phone, so we were all together doing what we loved, just hanging out. Just boys being boys.
You heard it here, folks. Thank you so much. My name is Kyle Connor. I'm here with
Adler Zimmer's name.
and we're going to talk about the social media diet. So Adler, when we all went camping, how did it feel for you to be away from social media?
It was almost refreshing. I think my head got cleared from that. Just not worrying about what other people posted, not worrying about what other people did. It almost consumes us in our regular lives, and I think it's just way too big of a part of our culture now.
I agree. How much time would you say you spend a day on social media apps?
I don't even want to say it. I'm going to say 7 to 9 hours.
7 to 9 hours a day. It's rotting away our brains. How did you feel mentally? How was your mental state during this process? Did you have the fear of missing out? Were you anxious about missing anything?
Well, we obviously had a good time, but of course there's a little hint of that because I'm on my phone every day, all the time, every weekend, when everyone's doing stuff. But I think it was nice getting away from that, and I did after the first day I forgot all about any of that aspect of social media.
I agree. One last question. When did you start being on social media?
I mean, my parents didn't let me have a phone or anything till I was in 7th grade, but I guess pretty much 8th grade I probably started using social media regularly, and it's been like that since.
Gotcha. Do you think your rates have gone up since maturing, since aging?
A little bit, yeah. I think so. I think I look in more stuff. I have more interest that I see, and I know more people on it.
Definitely.
So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Go. Boom! What's up, guys? It's Kyle Connor, and this is
Joey Shada.
and we're gonna talk about the social media diet. How did it feel not being on social media during the camping trip?
It felt really good. Got away from life a little bit. Put your phone away. Talk to some friends about being on your phone, and yeah.
Definitely a good chance to bond, right?
Yeah, beautiful chance to bond.
Beautiful chance. All right. So, how often do you think you use social media?
I probably use social media throughout 5 hours a day on my phone.
5 hours a day. All right. So, how did it feel switching from 5 hours a day to 0 hours a day? Was it a little weird? Did you have FOMO, anxiety
It was
about not
definitely
being on it?
hard transition. I had no clue what was going on. I felt detached. So.
Exactly. Well, that's one of the downfalls, but a good thing is that a good thing is that you got a chance to bond with their brothers. All right, thanks. What's up, guys? It's Kyle Connor. This is,
I'm Ryan Clank.
and we're going to talk about his thoughts on the social media diet.
All right.
So, Ryan, how'd you feel not being on social media or your phone during the camping trip?
I mean, it was a great refresher, just a good break from all the craziness on social media, just got to sit back and really take in the environment that was around me.
Yeah. How did it feel being around all of your boys, knowing that everybody's sharing the same experience, not being on social media? We all were feeling the same things, but can you explain a little bit how you were feeling about that?
I mean, I feel during that camping trip, all of us became closer because we just didn't have our phones. We could all really connect and just use each other to make our own fun. We're not relying on technology to do it for us.
Definitely a good chance to connect. All right, Ryan, when did you first start being on social media?
Honestly, I started on social media kind of young, probably He's 4th grade or something. I was
Fourth
like-
grade. Wow, that's
young.
early.
Yeah.
How often a day do you think you use social media?
Probably like 3-4 hours a day.
All right. So, typical for our age. How old are you?
19.
19 years old. Typical for a young adult. All right, Ryan. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
How's it going? This is Kyle Connor, and I'm here with Michael Keith. And we're going to talk about the social media diet. So, Keith, how did it feel to not be on your phone or social media during the camping trip?
At the beginning, I thought it was gonna be bad, but like after a while, like not being on your phone, you feel more with like nature and everything.
Was it a pretty cleansing experience, you'd say?
Yeah, I said I was pretty cleansed.
Did you experience any like fear of missing out, anxiety around not being on social media, not constantly being involved?
I mean, yeah, something like in the news could have happened, and I would have never seen it, but it was good not being on it.
Like an earthquake. I agree.
Yeah.
All right. When did you start first being on social media?
My mom didn't let me have a phone until I was like in 7th grade, but I had like an iPad in like 6th grade, so I would say 6th grade.
All right. And what social media apps do you use the most, you'd say?
I would say I use like Instagram or like YouTube the most.
All right. Thank you so much, all right?
No problem.
Let's go. How's it going, guys? This is Kyle Connor, and I'm here with
Shane Winter.
and we're going to talk about his thoughts on the social media diet. So, Shane, how did it feel not being on social media during the camping trip?
It was good. It was good to be around all my boys.
All right.
Disconnected from society.
Did it feel good to cleanse out a little bit, or
Yeah, you know, on our phones too much 24/7 now. Rotting our brains.
how often do you think you use social media per day?
Probably like 30 minutes to an hour. Which,
30 minutes to an hour?
yeah.
All right. So not that big of a user.
Yeah.
So it must not have been that much of a difference.
A little
A little bit of a difference. Did you experience fear of missing out, anxiety, any of those things?
No, I didn't really.
No?
Actually, a little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
The people back at home are having fun without me.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely share that response. All right. Thank you, Shane.
Go.
How's it going, guys? I'm Kyle Connor, and this is...
I'm Chunky.
And we're going to talk about his thoughts on the social media diet. So, how did it feel to be away from social media and your phone when we went on our camping trip?
It felt good. It kind of felt like a cleanse, like getting away from like the world, kind of just like taking a step outside of social media and stuff.
All right. So, how long per day do you say you spend on social media?
It depends on the day, but usually around 3 to 4 hours.
4 hours. And did you experience any fear of missing out? Think you're gonna miss out on any news that was going on?
Nah, not really. I'm not too big on social media. I kind of just go on it just to look around, talk to my friends. So, yeah, no, I didn't really feel that way.
So overall, do you think it's healthy to do a cleanse, maybe a couple weekends per year on social media?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think maybe like once, probably like every month, maybe a day or two, you kind of just put your phone down and don't go on it. Kind of just embrace life.
All right. Thank you so much, Chuck. What's up, guys? It's Kyle Connor. This is
Jimmy Kane.
and we're going to be talking about the social media diet. So, Jimmy, how did it feel not being on social media during that weekend at the camping trip?
It felt pretty good. It was a nice reset.
Nice resets. Did you experience any feelings of fear of missing out, anxiety?
At first I did, but then I became one with nature.
Became one with nature. I like that. It was definitely a good chance to bond, wouldn't you say?
Oh, 100%.
Can you explain your thoughts on that?
There was no distractions. It was just us, the boys, the wilderness.
That's all you need in life. All right, Jimmy. When did you start first being on social media?
I was probably 10.
10 years old.
10 years old.
And how often a day do you think you use social media?
A lot. 5-6 hours.
5-6 hours. So it's a pretty big change.
Yeah.
How did you get over that adversity?
Well, I just realized when I put the phone down, I have so much more time to be productive and get work done.
It wasn't the end of the world.
It was not the end of the world. It was actually the beginning of a new world.
I agree with that. All right, Jimmy. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.